So basically, the reason also I am ending my mayoral career, and to many people, they think is
Premature.
unceremonious or premature,
Yeah.
etc. It's a matter of principle. Of course, by the end of my second term, the work will not finish. All my aspirations will not be achieved. But we have a core belief, I have a core belief that we must serve a fixed period of 2 terms. The reason being is it is healthy for the country. It is healthy for the country psychologically. It's healthy for the country as far as governance is concerned. The work will never finish. There is no angel. There is no magic pill. There is no amazing individual that can fix the Gambia in 100 years. It will take a lot of good people. It will take a lot of talented people, and you can only play your part within a fixed period. And you're only human. You will exploit majority of your ideas, majority of your capabilities, your vision, and all of that can only be effective within a 10-year period. I think it's actually a science. Whoever developed it is a good science. Even in your private business, after a while you find yourself dormant.
Yeah, people will tell you that Yaya Jammeh in his first 10 years, if he had quit after 10 years, we would still be begging him now to come back to power.
Exactly. And remember, people also grow tired of you. Right? People also... Politics is unforgiving.
Do you think people are tired of Barrow already?
They are tired. I think people...
But he's not been there for 10 years yet.
Yeah, but they're reaching that period. So if Barrow left in 10 years, true, immediately there'll be big appreciation. Then there would be people who would criticize what he didn't do. But in the long term, people will see the good he has done. Right? So
your advice would to him would be...
I've said it publicly. My advice is...
Don't run in 2026.
No, don't run. Let him do it not only for the country, but also for himself. Right? It's always best to leave the stage, at your highest point.
Yeah.
Don't allow yourself to be dragged out or to be pushed out or people to be tired, because they are getting tired. Majority of Gambians are tired, and they will... Now that tiredness will turn into frustration. That frustration will turn into anger, etc. So don't allow yourself to get to that point, and don't let anybody push you to that point. There are people who will come on the radio. They will beat their chest. They will say, "Oh, Barrow, why does Barrow have to leave? The Constitution allows, etc." They are talking about their own personal interest. Even if you look at their faces, you see they are not sincere. And a lot of them were the same people standing and saying Barrow was not capable, Barrow was not intelligent, Barrow was corrupt individual.
I sense
all these things.
I sense some thinly veiled attacks there.
No, it's not an attack. It's not an attack.
Dr. Cisse, Momodou Sabali,
no, I'm not naming names.
even Demba Sabali.
So even me as a mayor, everybody has those people as a leader. But you need to make a determination about what is best for the country first, what is best for you second, and what is best for your family and your legacy. And like I said, leaving in a 10-year period has way more wins and way more benefits for Barrow than trying to continue. If I went for a third term, I would win without a shadow of doubt.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm 100%
What makes you so sure?
I've
heard people who say that Bakari actually ran you very close.
No, not close at all.
You may have doubled your vote
not
and all of that.
I had a 15,000 gap plus between myself and Bakari. And with the president being a campaign manager for him, essentially, doing house-to-house campaigns. With all the NPP political infrastructure converging down on KMC, to the point of ignoring other regions. And I defeated him decisively, and I increased my margin in council. So if I went for a third term, which the law allows, because there's a 3-term limit for mayors, I have the incumbency, I have the track record, I have the skill and competence to defeat them a third time. But would that be justice to the people of KMC? Would that be justice to myself and my legacy? Would that be good for my family? I think not.
Would it be justice to walk away when people are expecting more from Talib?
Absolutely. There will always be people who wished you continued. And sometimes being a leader is making bold decisions is best for people even if they don't know it. And we cannot also be, on one hand, preaching to Barrow about the benefits of a 2-term limit for the country at large, and when our elected officials holding office are going for more than 2 terms and 3 terms.
Yeah, but
it's conflict, right? It's not correct. Yeah.
What happens if you quit and an NPP-sponsored candidate wins and decides to undo your road network, for instance?
Well, I don't think they're going to go break the road, but they can stop building roads, but I doubt they will.
You think you will complete all the roads you set out to?
No, it won't complete. Yeah. Because even
because we can see what is happening in the U.S.
The contract outlives...
With Trump undoing everything.
But that is
Democrats.
That is democracy. So democracy self-corrects. Democracy makes mistakes. But at the end of the day, it is more robust. It is more resilient than any other system. What democracy is a process of continuous reflection and redevelopment. An autocratic system has an expiry date, and when it expires, it implodes. And then you have to start from scratch. With democracy, you never start from scratch. It course corrects, it redevelops itself, it reinvents itself. But remember, it's people power. People decide. People also make mistakes. The mob always makes a mistake, and they self-correct, they adjust. It can never be perfect. And you will never have a prophet as a candidate. You will always make mistakes with a candidate.